Alright, in this video, I'm going to be giving you an overview of this 23-inch Apple Cinema HD display. Now, I actually got this display off eBay for only $9, and it was being sold as a parts unit, aka not working. So I just got this monitor in today, and I also purchased a power adapter for it off eBay because it did not come with one. I actually got a good deal on that too. I got a 90 watt adapter, which you need for the 23-inch displays, and I got a 60 watt adapter off eBay for $27 for both of them. So that alone was also a pretty good deal. And yeah, for $9 plus I think it was like $20 shipping, I got this Apple Cinema HD display. Now, this isn't the only display I got off eBay recently. I also got this display right here. This one is an ADC display, unlike this one, which uses DVI. This one is an ADC display, and this is also a 23-inch Apple Cinema HD display. Now, this one, of course, I also got off eBay, but this one I actually only paid $1 for off eBay. Yes, that's right, I won the auction for $1. And since this one weighs like twice as much as this one does, it did cost $30 to ship, but still $31 for a display like this is just a really good deal anyway. So yeah, I think I scored pretty well on these two monitors. So let me just go ahead and start off by giving you an overview of this one right here. So as I said, this is a 23-inch display, and it has a resolution of 1920 by 1200, which is quite nice. It's quite a lot nicer than my 1680 by 1050 display I was using before. Of course, I'm referring to my Mac Pro because I will be using both of these displays in my main setup. So right here on the bottom, you can see we've got the Apple logo. Oh, and by the way, you can see this is a matte display. So yeah, right here we have the Apple logo. On the side here, you can see it has like this sort of white polycarbonate piece. And right here we've got some touch controls. Now, these are not actual buttons. These are capacitive. But on the ones right here, these are to control the brightness of the display. And it does provide an on-screen feedback for that as well. And right here we have the little power switch here. So normally you don't really need to use this because the display comes on when the machine turns on. But you can use that to put the machine in sleep mode or just to turn off and on the display, depending on how you set it in system preferences. So on the back of the display here, see we have sort of like an asset tag up there I need to remove. But right here we've got two Firewire 400 ports. This does serve as a Firewire 400 hub, as well as two USB 2.0 ports, also serving as a hub. And you can see that in the middle here we just have one permanently attached cable, which connects over here, and you've got your USB to plug into the Mac. You've got the Firewire 400 port, which my Mac Pro doesn't actually have a Firewire 400 port, so I can't use this because it is a Mac Pro 5,1, and those only have Firewire 800. So eventually I will get an adapter, but for now I can't use it. Right here you can see we've got a DVI port, or a DVI plug, and right here we have the power connection. Now this plugs into the power supply, which is kind of a weird design. You've got basically just a brick that you plug an IEC power cable into, and then this plugs into another port on it. It's kind of a strange design, but it actually works pretty well. And yeah, with the adapters, which for some reason are very expensive normally, yeah, this was a pretty good deal. So over to this display, like I said, this is an ADC display, so it doesn't have anything but this one connection on it, which plugs into either an ADC port on a Mac graphics card, or in this case I'm using it with an ADC to DVI adapter so I can use it on a more modern machine. So if we go ahead and, now this one is very heavy, as I said, so it's going to kind of struggle to get it turned around here. But you can see it is a little bit dirty. I actually just noticed that. I don't know what that is. It's weird. But anyway, you can see we've got two USB ports here. I think these are just USB 1.1, since that was all that existed when this monitor came out. You can see a little nameplate down here, Cinema HD display. And this one is also a 2880 by, or not 2880, 1920 by 1200 resolution panel. So you can see that the stand here is still in good shape, and you can actually see it has the original plastic wrap still on it, which I'm actually not going to take off. It is a little bit dusty too. I need to clean it a little bit. I did also get the original box with this one too, which was actually pretty cool. So yeah, let me go ahead and turn it around. So on the front here, you can see we have a capacitive power button there, the Apple logo in the middle, and the display preferences button over here, which is also capacitive. Basically what you do when you press this, it'll just bring up the displays pane of system preferences, which is actually pretty convenient. But I do like the brightness controls on this display a little bit better. So I'm going to go ahead and get these both hooked up to my Mac Pro, and I'm going to go ahead and show you how they work. So I will be right back. Alright, so as you can see, I have both displays hooked up in my main setup. So let's just go ahead and turn on the Mac Pro. You can see that the LED on the monitor came on. And you can see that the display came up as soon as the machine chimed. So let's just go ahead and wait till it boots up here. Alright, you can see the machine has booted and initialized both displays. Let's go ahead and log in. And now you can see that we are in the system, and both displays are working perfectly fine. So let's just go into About This Mac. Can head into the displays preferences. You can see here that we've got the Apple Cinema HD display, which is this one. And then over here we've also got an Apple Cinema HD display, which is this display right here. Now, I actually don't have enough free USB ports on my Mac Pro to hook this button up, or the USB port to work for this monitor. However, I do have the USB connection on this monitor hooked up, so I can show you the brightness function. So you can see we've got the controls over here, and when I turn it up, you can see that the brightness increases. And this one actually gets very, very bright. Actually, on the brightest setting of this monitor, it is almost twice as bright as the brightest setting on this monitor. Actually, this one is already on its brightest setting, and you can see that it's about even though this one is only on about half brightness right now. So that is an overview of these two Apple Cinema HD displays, and an overview of my new main setup, which uses them. So hope you enjoyed this video.